What? I'll start. What is up, loyal lads and ladies? My name is Midnight Wolf, and welcome to another episode of the Wolf on the Field show. And today's episode, we're going to be previewing Oklahoma and their Week 3 showing. So let's just get one thing figured out here, or what the overall theme of today's episode is. I need Oklahoma to strike fear in their Big 12 opponents, and that is kind of the theme for this episode, or the theme of what I expect. Last week it was I wanted to see consistency. Unfortunately, I didn't get that in that game. It was kind of underwhelming in that regards, but this week is your week to really make a statement going into next week's Big 12 opener. So we need to take care of business. We need to get things rolling on the field. We need to look the part. If we want to go and get a national championship this year, we need to look the part. And so that is what I'm hoping to see. It's just utter dominance, striking fear in the Big 12 with the performance that we see tomorrow. So if you're watching today, it's Friday. So tomorrow we are less than 24 hours to kick off. So yeah, I just want to see total dominance in tomorrow's game. I don't want Oklahoma. Oftentimes Oklahoma, they played down to their opponents. I really hope that is not what we see in today's game, or tomorrow's game rather. Sorry. That would definitely be a very bad sign that we're not the team that we think that we are this year. That would be a red flag for sure. So I really hope that Oklahoma can come out strong, make a statement early in this game, and really show the world that they need to be respected as a program. Because I mean, I don't want to get into the AP poll stuff. I mean, it's pointless. It's a pointless poll, but it was kind of annoying seeing the inconsistencies with it in the latest update. So I don't want this episode to be about that, but it is something that we're gonna have to earn some respect. And I know it's just Tulsa, but if you play like you did against Arkansas State, you're going to at least make somewhat of an impact going into Big 12 next week. So in terms of another thing that I really want to cover is I don't want us to get into it, like I don't want us to get overhyped either. I don't want us to be this team that kind of gives in to the hype and we do extremely well against these non-conference games, and then next week we go to Cincinnati and get our butts kicked. I don't want to see that, and I feel like the only way that's going to really happen is if we give into any kind of hype and we just lay an egg. So please do not give into any kind of hype. There are 4 quarters in a game. Play every single one. If you're the starter, if you're the second string, third string, whatever, if your name gets called, your number gets called, be ready and take care of business against Tulsa. Now, kind of getting into more specific things. Last week we kind of struggled in regards to penalties. We definitely need to get those cleaned up. Now, that being said, I think majority of the penalties, if I remember right, were aggressive penalties. And those are the, like, if you're going to get a penalty, those are the kind that you want. But at the same time, penalties are penalties, and we definitely need to figure out a way to still play that same level of aggression, but do it in a clean way. So, and now the other stuff, the mental errors like ineligible receiver down the field, that's definitely something that I hope will be addressed, and will definitely work on. Hopefully people will be a little bit more aware of where they are on the field, aware of what their role is. That was definitely something that seemed different from Arkansas State to SMU. Is like Arkansas State, Oklahoma looked like everybody knew what their assignment was. Everybody looked like they knew what they were doing, and everybody looked comfortable. Against SMU, it was kind of like a reverse situation where it seemed like there was a little bit more confusion with where everybody should be at. So I think that is something that will definitely get cleaned up, and that is definitely a penalty that is fixable. But I just hope that we can get that one ironed out early on and don't have to worry about any more ineligible receivers downfield. But yeah, still play the same level of intensity that you've been playing. Don't let up in that regards, and just do what you're supposed to do. I mean, if you do what you're supposed to do, everything else will line up properly. And then probably gonna be a broken record on this one. And this kind of is kind of where my last video kind of was the main focus. My reaction video to the SMU game. I get it. You don't want to show your hand early in the season. But here in a little bit, I will explain why showing some of your hand is a good thing. Because let's face it, the play calling was very terrible on the offensive side of the ball. And I don't want to, talk bad about Lebby, or I don't want to go after Lebby's job because I thought that his play calling was terrible. It was one game. But please, please, please figure something out. Please stop with this vanilla offensive stuff. And this is kind of where I'm going into the whole justification of showing a little bit of your hand. And I'm not really the original person that came up with this concept. I've kind of heard it kind of in some other videos and that sort of thing. But it is a really good point. You do kind of want to practice some of these better plays, or the second page of the playbook, as what I've heard some people say. We need to practice them in live environments. I get it. You have you have practice time to kind of get somewhat of an idea of these plays, but it may not actually truly gel until you actually put it in a game. And that is what my fear is we're gonna get to an opponent later down the road that is going to be much more challenging, and we're going to try to do these other plays that we have under or like in our sleeve, that it's just going to fall flat. I feel like the success ratio there will definitely be worse than what it could if you like been practicing it in games. So all that to say, like, I don't want the entire playbook to be opened up. I don't want us to show everything, but I think that we need to definitely practice with some of these lesser opponents, some of our better plays, so that way we're ready to go whenever that play really needs to matter. And so I hate to sound like a couch coach. I don't want to be that, but we need to figure something out to really show that we are a dominant force, that we can score points, that we are not going to get stopped on 4th and 1, that we're not going to just play this one run up the middle like every time that we're one yard away from either getting a first down or a touchdown, because people are going to catch on to that sort of thing and they're going to stop it. So we definitely need to do better at the play calling. But at the same time, Levy has a system, he has a strategy. So I do want to trust him. I want to trust that his strategy will work. But I do think that we need to practice in a live environment some of the plays that we have up our sleeve, and some of the players too. It's like there's some players that it seems like we're kind of holding them back, some very skilled talent that we have. And so like we need to give them the ball and get them kind of comfortable, because if Texas is like the first game that they come in on, they may be a little what's the word, they're not going to be warmed up, for lack of better words. It's just kind of one of those things. We need to definitely get some of that live practice going. So I don't know. I don't want to be a broken record there, but we definitely need to figure something out there. Continue to take care of the football. That is something that I will praise Oklahoma, is like, so far we have not turned the ball over. I mean, I guess you could consider turning the ball over on downs, but we haven't had a fumble. We haven't had an interception. Just keep that up. Protect the football. Don't try to force anything, and just do what you guys know how to do. And that will be fantastic. And don't let off the gas. Don't let off the gas in the third quarter or fourth quarter even. Like, go at it. Strike fear, not necessarily in Tulsa. That's not what this is about. This is about earning respect from the entire nation, that we should be a respectful team. Show them that, and be that team. Be that team that needs to be respected, because that is Oklahoma. We are a team that is capable. We just got to put it together, and we need to like seriously earn some respect in the if we want to even be able to keep up in the SEC. So this is a very important season, I think. So yeah, we just need to not let off the gas and do what we need to do. And to be honest, I really want to see a shutout this game. I know that's a lot to ask. It's awesome that we shut out Arkansas State, but to really put like a statement like, hey, we are somebody to be fearful of in Big 12 play, that hey, we got a good defense, one that has held their opponents to 11 points in 2 games, and hopefully that continues to 3 games. So we definitely need to do what we can to earn some respect points. And so I guess fear and respect is kind of a secondary thing, a secondary theme for this video is, yeah, we need to earn some respect. And I know it's Tulsa, but we definitely need to look the part. So all that to say, I will kind of go into what my preseason prediction was, and then kind of go more into kind of a revised prediction of, since we have week 1 and week 2 under our belts, we have a little bit more data to be able to have a little bit, hopefully more accurate prediction of what the game might look like. So my preseason prediction was 45-17. And it still could very well be that. Now, that being said, I think that the defense is a lot more improved than what I was initially thinking in my preseason prediction. And I think also our offense is going to listen, like not necessarily listen to the fans, but I think that Levy will definitely open things up a little bit more. I think that people were not satisfied with that side of the football. And so I think that he's really going to come out strongly in this game and really make a statement, at least early. And I mean, I hope we see it all game long, and I want us to be able to put in our second, third, fourth, however far the depth chart goes. I would love to see everybody get an opportunity to play, because looking at the schedule, it may be a little bit more difficult to get some of the players later down in the depth chart some snaps, because it's going to get harder from here, much harder. And so we've got to get everybody some experience in this game. So take care of business early so you can get people plenty of snaps. But really, because of that, because I think that our defense is better than what I thought, and because I think that our offense is going to, actually show up this time, I'm changing my 45-17 prediction to 56-3. I think that Oklahoma defense will hold Tulsa out of the end zone. However, I think either early on in the game, kind of when things are kind of getting warmed up, I think that Tulsa might get a good chunk play that gets them within field goal range. But I think that there will be a solid third down stand from the defense that forces Tulsa to kick a field goal, and they will get it. Now, the other option is in trash time, when our second, third, fourth, whoever's in, might let up a little bit, and I think that is when Tulsa could get their 3 points. But that is my prediction. In terms of the offense, like I said, I think that they're going to I think that they were not happy with their performance against SMU, and I think that they're going to play lights out tomorrow. So that is my updated prediction of the week 2, or week 3 rather. My bad. I read week 2 on my notes. That is my prediction of the week 3. So yeah, and then to kind of wrap it up, kind of summarize, we need to strike fear into our opponents, into our future opponents. Not necessarily Tulsa, but we need to get some respect, because we're not getting any. Nobody's talking about us, and rightfully so. It's like, who have we played? But we need to definitely do something. And Cincinnati, they're going to be probably our first major test. So first, we need to not look ahead to Cincinnati as players. That, don't look ahead. However, your performance tomorrow could matter. It could mentally affect your future opponents. And so by that, I say, get ready. Don't sleep on Tulsa. And yeah, I mean, that's really all I have to say. This is probably me, like, as a fan, talking directly to the players. That kind of seems to be this kind of video. But there's really not anything specific that I have to say right now in terms of what my expectations are. But that's kind of where I think that Oklahoma just needs to make a statement. They need to make a statement with this game. And I think that will get us ready for Big 12 play. So, all that to say, week 3. I mean, technically it's been underway Thursday, Friday, but tomorrow, week 3, baby. So let's finish our non-conference strong and let's go get another W. Let's be 3-0 after tomorrow. I will do a reaction video, and I'm gonna actually like do one tomorrow. I keep saying that the last couple of weeks, but it's a little bit earlier game, so I should have plenty of time. There's really no other games that really has my interest, because last week there was Texas and Alabama, and I wanted to watch that with my family. But I will probably go home pretty soon after this game, and that way I can actually do a reaction video for you guys. So all that to say, y'all be careful, stay hydrated. I don't think it's supposed to get too terribly hot tomorrow, but if it does, you know, drink plenty of water if you're going. I won't be able to go, unfortunately, but that, you know, I can't go to all of them. So anyways, you guys enjoy your rest of the evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed.